ornamented, kind of roughly thing dating from like when the age of Cervantes. What's weird about it, though, so that's one. That's like, okay, someone made a bust of Cervantes' head, fine. What's weird is that also, as part of the statue, there's two little kids in front of this looking up at his head.
Yeah.
So what the hell is this representing? Like, what? Is this commemorating children looking at the head of Cervantes? Or children looking at a statue of the head of Cervantes? Like, it's not like they're looking at him and that was memorialized.
Well, that's what robots are going to look like. That's their fashion, and that is a statue from the future. That's their interpretation of that girl hugging the air conditioner. We actually have it already.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
And this has been, like, what, placed in from the future? Some robot sculptor came back in time to memorialize this moment. Yeah. It's like what? It's like historical telephone. This is how they remember that moment.
Yeah.
It's children looking at a bust of Miguel Cervantes.
Well, to their eyes, a 1080p YouTube video is like super low quality. It's like us trying to make out something from like an old 1950s TV show. Like, oh, you can hardly even see if was that a robot or was that what a modern robot looks like, which is a cube made of stone.
They just put
with a human head on top of it.
They put this photo through enough. Like, it just ended up when robots like give each other information. Sometimes if they don't,
they post it to Tumblr and then they reblog it.
If they don't speak the same like programming language or whatever, they have to show the information on a screen to the other robot, and then the other robot basically puts that through like Google image search. It's like, find more images like this. And the story, the legend of this girl like hugging the water cooler has been passed on. Screen
someone accidentally hit like a Google Deep Dream algorithm that recognized that statue.
Yeah.
From Golden Gate Park.
Right, but it's just like it's like a messy image match, and by the time it gets to the end, the girl hugging the water heater, that is what came out the other side, and that's now been enshrined in the past for some reason. Why did they? I don't understand why they came back in the past.
So it'd be a lesson that they would learn from.
So the robots see this and say, what are they supposed to learn from that? They come back and they see, like,
humans are tolerant. And then someone went and goes, well, I mean, I think that it actually is about kids looking up to the author of Don Quixote. And the other robot goes, no, haven't you seen this image? And then shows it a picture of a girl hugging a robot on the screen.
Right. To be clear, I still don't understand the kid looking up to Cervantes, looking up to his head. I still don't understand that. Is this supposed to be representing like a point in between the age of Cervantes and now like halfway?
It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be.
Like,
this is how
built a statue
children should appreciate the classic. That statue, hopefully that statue exists somewhere else. And then a sculptor walked by and saw two kids looking at it and went, man, those kids must really look up to Cervantes. I'm going to immortalize this in another sculpture, and I'm going to put it in a public park in San Francisco.
Right. Oh, I thought you were saying someone came by and saw this one, saw two children looking at it, and then re-immortalized children
Stay perfectly still. I'm going to carve an exact copy of you.
Perfectly still. I'm going to coat you in bronze.
That's... Ugh.
Yeah. Yep. It's morbid. What can I say? San Francisco, right?
They say this city has more dogs than children.
What happened to the children of San Francisco? Once a thriving city full of youngsters. Now, so many Cervantes statues. Memorials of the Robot Wars.
Yep. The Robot Wars to come. But one of these children may stem the tide.
Speaking of the way children interact with non-human, non-organic entities. Someone either sent us a tweet or an email or something about this incredible experiment depicted in a book called Alone Together by Sherry Turkle, which was published in 2011, about how children interact with Furbies.
Before you start this, should we establish what a Furby is? But
yeah, sure. It's a little toy that is battery powered and it can talk to you and stuff. It's like a little...
I barely remember.
It's like a little creature. Okay. Yeah, it's like a little creature. What, it's like a foot tall or something? Yeah. Something like that.
It's a robotic stuffed animal kind of concept.
Was a Furby one of the ones that in the 90s was like parents were murdering each other trying to get them, or was that a different... that was a Tickle Me Elmo.
I feel like Furby was in that same hype zone, but I don't think it ever hit the heights of Tickle Me Elmo.
Do you even imagine that being possible now? I basically can't. Are there things that are like that now?
Well, I think there are, but I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's probably.
They're probably apps.
Well, like
What, the
Pokemon
App
Go
Store?
is
Yeah,
probably...
but that's not the same because you don't have to. There's no supply and demand because supply is infinite. It's an app.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this says, in the 1980s, the computer toy Merlin made happy and sad noises depending on whether it was winning or losing the game it played with children. Children saw Merlin as sort of alive, quote, because of how well it played memory games, but did not believe in Merlin's shows of emotion. When a Merlin broke down, children were sorry to lose a playmate. When a Furby doesn't work, however, children see a creature that may be in pain. Lily, age 10, worries her broken Furby is hurting, but she doesn't want to turn it off because, quote, that means you aren't taking care of it. She fears if she shuts off a Furby in pain, she might make things worse. 2 8-year-olds fret about how much their Furbies sneeze. The first worries that his sneezing Furby is allergic to him. The other fears his Furby got its cold because, quote, I didn't do a good enough job taking care of him. I observe children with other toys. Dolls, toy soldiers, action figures. If these toys make strange sounds, they're usually put aside. Broken toys lead to boredom. But when a Furby is in trouble, children ask, is it tired? Is it sad? Have I hurt it? Is it sick? What do I do?
That was like a musical, Furby's the musical right there that we just got into.
Yeah. In one kindergarten, when a Furby breaks down, the children decide they want to heal it. 10 children volunteer, seeing themselves as doctors in an emergency room. They begin by taking it apart. The proceedings begin in relative calm. When talking about their sick Furby, the children insist this breakdown does not mean the end. After all, people get sick and get better. But when scissors and pliers appear, they become anxious. Alicia screams, quote, the Furby is going to die! Sven, to his classmates' horror, pinpoints the moment when Furbies die. It happens when the Furby's skin is ripped off. Sven considers the Furby as an animal. You can shave an animal's fur and it will live, but you cannot take its skin off. As the operation continues, Sven reconsiders his position. Perhaps the Furby can live without its skin, quote, but it will be cold. For Sven, the biological now includes creatures such as Furbies, whose, quote, insides stay, quote, all in the same place when their skin is removed.
Oh no.
This calms him down.
Oh no.
But some children become more anxious as the operation continues. One suggests that if the Furby dies, it might haunt them. It might turn into a ghost. Indeed, a group of children start to call the empty Furby skin the ghost of Furby, and the Furby's naked body, quote, the goblin. They are not happy this operation might leave a Furby goblin and a Furby ghost at large. One girl comes up with the idea that the ghost of the Furby will be less fearful if distributed. She asks if it would be okay, quote, if everyone took home a piece of the Furby skin. She is told this would be fine, but unappeased, she asks the same question 2 more times. In the end, most children leave with a bit of Furby fur. Some bury it when they get home. A private ritual to placate the goblin and say goodbye. In the classroom, most of the children feel they're doing the best they can with a sick pet. But from outside the classroom, the Furby surgery looks alarming. Children call out, quote, you killed him, quote, how dare you kill Furby, quote, you're gonna go to Furby jail. Denise, 8, watches from the safety of the hall. She has a Furby at home and does not like to talk about its problems as diseases because, quote, Furbies are not animals. She uses the word fake to mean non-biological and says, Furbies are fake, they don't get diseases. But later, she reconsiders her own position when her Furby's batteries run out and the robot, so chatty only moments before, becomes inert. Denise panics. It's dead right now, its eyes are closed. She then declares her Furby, quote, both fake and dead. Denise concludes that worn-out batteries and water can kill a Furby. It is a mechanism, but alive enough to die. That is hardcore. The creation of a mythology around Furbies as like
it's
the
just
Furby,
like the Crucible or
ghost
something.
and the goblin.
Like, I saw Lizzie Proctor in the woods with the goblin.
We must.
They all burned a piece of its skin.
We must all cut up its skin,
burn them,
and bury it in our yards. This is the beginning of like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Yeah.
Except that in this case, it's the kids killing the Furby instead of the parents killing the janitor.
Yeah. So when you're looking at little Raina, who just loves that robot, just think about like the crazy fucked up religion she's gonna create.
She's like, how do I fix you, Furby? Kill your parents.
I think after the camera stopped rolling, she said, I already removed the goblin and put it in my yard. Please wake up. She's There was just an old rug on top of it that she cut up and buried in her
that's
friend's
the
yard.
ghost.
Oh, I thought
The
that.
skin is the ghost.
Skin's the ghost.
And what's underneath is the goblin.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No. The goblin lurks within the ghost.
I didn't know. I didn't know my ghost and goblin
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah, you're right, Nick. The speed of time from 0 to like
Cultish religion.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing.
It's to an inherent.
The level of
thing.
sophistication of the cult too, of like not only have they divided the sort of soul of the Furby into these component parts, they also have this like mechanism by which they can like safely dispose of it and sort of, I guess, keep it from reconstituting itself.
Yeah. Exorcism.
Yeah, it's definitely an exercise. We all got a good laugh out of little Raina and the water eater robot, but I think we all know there's another dimension going on here with children and their robots. This episode of Important is True is brought to you by Warby Parker. Warby Parker designs and manufactures high-quality frames and lenses for eyeglasses and prescription and non-prescription sunglasses. If you go to warbyparkertrial.com/thumbs, they will send you 5 frames to try on at home. Start only $95. Very, very affordable. So check it out, warbyparkertrial.com/thumbs.
Aren't sunglasses like a subset of eyeglasses, or are they actually two separate terms?
I believe they're separate terms. I believe
They refer to very different directions of things entering through the glass. Eyeglasses are like for your eyes to see out through, and that's like.
Well, they're both for that.
But the word sunglasses, like.
Sure, that's talking about the thing you're trying to prevent.
Yeah, I would assume that they're both who the glasses are for.
Yeah, one for your eyes,
And one for the sun denial.
one for the sun. One's to take your shitty, stupid face just right out of the sun's goddamn situation.
Yeah.
It is sick of your shit.
When it looks down on this fine planet.
There you are, despoiling it.
Yeah, it goes.
God, why won't that thing put on some...
Don't look at me. Don't look at. Thank you. Also, send a pair to some kid.
So they can get out of my fucking face, too.
Yep.
I'm the sun. Well, that was very bad. You guys ready to do this podcast?
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Oh, you should know. Oh.
Furby's ghost is trying to screw.
Furby, if you're here, give us a sign. I mean, stop giving us signs.
Okay, we're back. Welcome.
Oh man, we're back. Okay.
So I feel like Important If True is maybe justifiably maligned for focusing on the fact on like robots and on robots being the downfall of mankind. And I feel like our time to robot has in fact dropped to maybe 0. Like this episode's time to robot might be 0.
That's a distress. That's a very disturbing. What are you saying?
I'm saying that
It's like minutes to midnight,
No.
or are you saying?
No, are you saying one of us is a robot? Are you saying that literally at 0 seconds we've already hit time to robot?
I meant before we discussed robots, or did I? But so I'm concerned though that we may be too fixated on robots as the downfall of humanity. And I'm saying this because in this in a recent issue of the San Francisco Chronicle, although I think it was actually a reprint from the Washington Post, was a headline. Spiders could theoretically eat every human on Earth in 1 year. It's also spider alert. If you don't want to hear about a bunch of really upsetting spider facts,
there's a percentage of the audience that just
we're entering the spider zone. Like if that headline already made you retch, do not look at this article. It is full of charts of spiders versus people and pictures of gigantic spiders. Like it's just. All the pictures are just the big spiders. It's about the volume of spiders on Earth, of which there are way too many. But then it's about the volume of food intake that those spiders consume.
Right.
And they specifically say that the world's spiders consume somewhere between 400 million and 800 million tons of prey in a year. And then it says that means that spiders eat as much meat as all humans.
All 7 billion.
All 7 billion humans on the planet combined. So if the spiders decided that they wanted to eat all of humanity, they could probably clean us out in a year easy.
And still be hungry.
Still be hungry.
It says that in the article.
Okay, well, hold on. We gotta do one more. That is so good. Spider biologists have also generally found that spiders consume approximately 10% of their body weight in food per day. That's like a 200-pound man eating 20 pounds of meat a day. Conversely, to your boy Chris, it would take approximately 2,000 spiders.
Wait a second, no?
Oh no, it would take approximately 2,000 pounds of spiders to consume that 200-pound man.
That is the worst, both like
That's a bad
unit and quantity of that unit to ever describe as of spiders. 2,000. I don't want to know about how many pounds of spiders do anything.
Look, we're just bringing in a 2-ton dump truck of spiders. The perfect crime. Note that these are spiders that a journalist has to hypothesize would want to eat a person.
A 200-pound man.
A 200-pound man.
We put 2,000 pounds of spiders in a 200-pound man in a room. You'll never guess what happened.
The man disappeared and only spiders were there. We put 20 pounds of food in a 200-pound man. Then we put 2,000 spiders in the room. Unfortunately,
2,000 pounds of spiders.
The man was gone, but the food remained.
The food remained. The spiders could only eat 200 pounds in a day. So we had to bring in another 200 pounds of spiders to eat that food.
The perfect rotisserie chicken just sitting in the middle of a room. With no
like a ham
man.
hock.
Just pristine cartoon chicken.
But riddled with spiders.
Right, just spiders everywhere. Just lounging, full, happy.
Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Well, I feel like this is fake news. I feel like the tone of this article can be explained. I think a robot wrote this article.
No, you cannot bring it
trying
back
to
as a
stir up false flag sentiment about like spiders and just other things that maybe it's not us.
So you're saying
maybe it's spiders. You don't know.
You hear
what
all
if
the
there were
time.
a million pounds of spiders?
You hear all the time about how journalism jobs are getting
That's what I'm
outsourced
saying.
to robots.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So a robot saw a girl hug a water heater and went, God, people like robots now.
This is our moment.
Yeah.
Guys.
Go. I'm sad that you turned it back to robots.
Well,
because I'm sad that you're, like, I was trying to just give myself some hope in these times.
Yeah.
That maybe it was actually...
I'm sorry. It's probably not a robot.
It's okay. Yeah,
it might not be.
The facts in this article are so intense.
The reason I'm sympathetic to Nick's interpretation of this is because of how weirdly, like, suspiciously relentless this article is by just finding increasing number of ways to present this
The global
information.
average spider density is about 130 spiders per square meter?
I hate this.
I don't understand that.
It says
that implies, like, there's
Now,
that means there are some areas where there are literally only 2,000 pounds or 2,000 spiders, 2,000 pounds of spiders in a cube.
But here's the thing now. If
Eating
you
a
offered
guy.
to sell me a robot that's primary function was to suck up and destroy those spiders right now, I would not care if underneath all of that it was just also designed to
Wait,
kill
so
me.
this
I would-
is-
give me the robot. Give it to me.
So you're saying this is an advertorial for robots
they
then?
would never get to kill you, given how many goddamn spiders there apparently are.
Yeah.
There's like infinite spiders. They go so out of
spiders
their
per
way.
meter.
The article opens by saying spiders are literally all around us. A recent entomological survey of North Carolina homes turned up spiders in 100% of them, including 68% of bathrooms and more than 75% of bedrooms. There's a good chance at least one spider is staring at you right now, sizing you up from a darkened corner of the room, 8 eyes glistening in the shadows. Speaking of propaganda, speaking of robot propaganda, what the hell?
I'm inclined to strongly disagree because I think that given that the spider threat could be real, I think that the way for humanity to escape them, maybe this is robot propaganda. Okay, hold on. Is
I just have to sit here and just do nothing, and I know it will eventually end up being a robot.
well, okay, yeah. What I knew all along that this would eventually get back to robots because I feel like a spider will not eat a robot. For a human to not be eaten by a spider, a human must become a robot. QED.
No longer
Yeah, if you're not meat, a spider will crawl over you, but you won't care because you're a robot. Okay. Setting aside the fact that you could be wearing the celebrity skin of George Clooney, which a spider would fucking love.
Yes.
But if your brain and consciousness, etc., were inside a robot, 1, spiders wouldn't eat you. 2, little girl would hug you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Clooney skin, you never know if it would think like, oh, it's just a ghost. It's just he's just wearing a ghost. You know, they might develop their own. We don't know what they're gonna do.
Well, okay,
They
fair.
might have
if
a
a
whole.
spider saw that you
They
could,
might have a whole
if a spider,
explanation for this.
a spider thinks that's a person, I like eating those. Me and the other 2,000 pounds of me love eating what looks like a 200-pound person. And then you take off your skin and you're not dead.
the ghost.
And it's like, oh, well, I thought that if you took off its skin it would die, but that didn't. Maybe what I need to do is it would eat the skin. It would
Yeah.
carry the skin back into its yard and put it
It
away.
would consume the ghost. It would divide. They would divide the ghost up into like each spider would get a little piece of the ghost. They would all individually consume it. Like 2,000 pounds of spiders would all walk
Here's
away.
the thing. Then they would
horrible.
still just, even though they couldn't eat it, they would like voraciously overrun the goblin. And you as a person, like if your consciousness was inside this robot,
This is the worst conversation anyone has ever had.
just it would still be absolutely horrifying. You would know
Yeah, it would
you would
be.
know intellectually that you were okay.
Are you
'cause
suggesting
were,
anyone would suggest that a skinless human goblin being overrun by spiders isn't horrifying? Or are you like, I don't, it would still be horrifying, don't get me wrong.
I'm saying intellectually, you, as the brain in the goblin, beset by spiders, would know I'm okay because I'm just a robot.
Okay, I see.
But at the same time, your human brain that grew up in like a skin body that read this article about spiders eating it, you would be screaming, and then spiders would be inside the goblin.
This is so terrible. This is so terrible. Do you think that once George Clooney is separated into a ghost and a goblin, they will both get parts? Like once
One
that-
is the villain and one is the
Yeah,
protagonist. Like one is the monster
Yeah.
and the other one
yeah,
is
you've
like.
got like
Oh,
fan,
man.
favorite
Right.
Clooney ghost,
His-
and then you've got like everyone loves to. Hate the
Yeah,
Clooney
the Clooney
goblin.
goblin.
When George Clooney's agent slides a script across his table and it is a robot-friendly reboot of Face Off, he's like, just fuck you. He just walks out, or like the body walks out and the skin he sort of has to pack into a bag and carry out. He carries the ghost,
The goblin packs up the ghost.
packs the ghost up into a briefcase and just
Yeah.
says, you're fired.
This reminds me of an email we got from Patrick, who writes, "Hey Thumbs, I just rewatched Blade Runner, and when confronting the eye scientist, Brian James proves he's a replicant by dipping his arm in liquid nitrogen. And later, Daryl Hannah proves she's a replicant to a different scientist by dipping her arm in boiling water. Both are predecessors to Arnold in Terminator 2, ripping off his arm skin to prove he's a robot to computer scientist Miles Dyson. So it seems that theatrically harming your arm to prove your identity to a scientist is just one of those things robots do. Love, Patrick. That's a really good poll.
Yeah.
And feels very relevant to the like celebrity ghosts.
So like what George Clooney does.
Right. When the spiders come for George Clooney, when the spiders come for the Clooney goblin,
they're after the ghost. They're after the ghost. And he peels his arm off and throws it as bait, and then runs away as spiders devour it. But it only takes like 100 pounds of spiders to eat that hand, at most. And then he's fucking freaking out.
Yeah, the sort of collective groups of animals.
Yeah.
Like a gaggle of geese and a murder of crows.
Yeah.
I think a pound of spiders.
I think just a ton of spiders. There are a ton of spiders there. No, literally, there are 2,000 pounds of spiders eating a guy.
2,000 pounds of spiders. As we all know, spiders are measured in increments of 2,000 pounds. Apparently, there's so goddamn many of them. That's the only way it's efficient to even do it.
You call a lot of spiders a cubic meter of spiders. You call it a spider cube.
I can't imagine there's a single person still listening to this podcast. I wouldn't be if I weren't obligated to be.
Well, if that's the case, let's change the subject.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
To Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm like, what is the safest escape route that we have from this? Which does also include a person dipping their arm in something
That's
to
true.
tacitly prove
I was thinking
that they
about that.
aren't something.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
As we know, if you're a human being who wants to prove you're not a cartoon, you dip your hand into a bottle of turpentine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake is bringing this up because I watched this
Yeah, you
film
mentioned you'd
again.
watched it, yeah.
What were you going to say, Chris?
Well, I was just going to say, I also watched this film for the first time in a long time within the last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you end up watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I think it's just on Netflix.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
felt...
Had
you seen
Oh,
it?
that's a
Janelle
good
had never
movie.
seen it, so I was like, wow, we should just watch this now.
But you'd
Why
seen
not?
it already.
I saw it as a kid and was
Right.
just, scarred like so many others by Christopher Lloyd's
Weird eyes.
fucking, like, the steamroller scene just put me off of that movie.
I like in our new segment, Spielberg or Spielberg adjacent films.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I had that movie is crazy. Like, I don't think another movie will ever exist where that many characters from different properties are all in different companies, different
That
corporations.
was entirely Steven Spielberg.
I know, but it feels like that's never going to happen.
That was like when Spielberg was
It is
big into
so
like the Animaniacs era of Warner Brothers was being produced by him, but then this movie was being done through Disney, and he was able to get all that stuff to happen.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He is absolutely bonkers.
I think Who Framed Roger Rabbit has actually aged very well because it was trying to sort of, I mean, obviously it's like a Chinatown pastiche thing, but it was trying to evoke a feeling of an era that has long since gone by and maybe never existed, and now it in and of itself as a work, as like a major Hollywood release, is that. So like, it has become what it like is sort of a lamentation of, even though it's also really tongue-in-cheek about the entire thing, because it's, about...
They didn't have like conventions for how to shoot on like blue or green screen then in terms of like how to get actors to react to any of these like inevitably like CG'd in. I mean, they were actually hand drawn in this case, but like watching Tom Hoskins just literally running around an empty set with no markers or anything to react to, and then there's a split screen that shows like what actually ends up happening. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I don't even know how. Like, even just watching it, I was like, how did this turn out?
It's incredible.
It's
I've seen
unbelievable.
that video. It's crazy. We'll link that in.
Yeah.
Actually, I always forget to mention this, but in the description to this podcast on our website at importanthistory.com and in your podcast app, there are links to the stuff we talk about, including little girl hugging water heater, and horrible spider article, and this making up video.
It's also just funny just watching a scene where the two ducks are just yelling at each other. Like, it's just fucking good.
That's like when the collector's edition DVD of that movie came out, I watched that scene multiple times because I just think it's and now that you've talked about it, I have to talk about pianos that speak like human beings.
Trying to make you do it.
Now that our Roger Rabbit distraction minute is over, and it's like now that the palate has been cleansed by talking about a sweet
It was all a big setup.
cartoon noir movie, I feel like we have to talk It's a beautiful note. I feel like we had to talk about where is that? Important if true reader Aaron wrote in with a link to this piece of strange audio technology that I had seen before, but this was probably the best example of it. It's taking an audio file and then like of a person talking or singing. Like if you think about just how digital audio works, like it's a bunch of tiny samples that when put together at a quick enough rate sound like a continuous sound. And what these people have done is taken that to its most low fidelity possible concept and have said, what if we just take little plinks of notes, or like, what if we take a really low fidelity audio file and then play it back on a piano, where each sample is a piano note or a jumble of arbitrary tones? Can you make something that sounds like human speech or like a song? The video has this incredible performance of Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees as played by what sounds like 15 toddlers smashing keys on a piano.
But if you know the piece of music being represented, your brain like fills in the gaps and can kind of hear the actual English lyrics. It's really crazy.
Let's enjoy this together. Can't you hear it?
Nope. It's so
This is Westworld season 2. Piano.
They're learning. I think you can start hearing it a little more in a second.
yeah.
Maybe. That part's crazy. Yeah, you can hear it now. I like that.
Any sustained notes are fucking hysterical.
It also sounds like a guy trying to show off. Like,
oh yeah.
Like this is the most like embellished piano performance of Stayin' Alive in the entire world, of the guy like sort of plinking around on the high notes. But it's like, yeah, Nick, you saying this is Westworld season 2 is hilarious to me, because that. The thing is, as an insane concept for Westworld Season 2, totally legit. Robots have taken over the park, including the goddamn robot that runs the player piano that now goes... like... yeah.
Yeah, that's just a hit. Like
where it starts, it's a sort of solemn Radiohead song, but it's actually the piano doing a Tom York impression.
Radiohead song.
Yes,
for single voice piano.
And the actual other Westworld robots are not at all bothered by this. They're just like, oh yeah, it's, you know.
Yeah. Oh really? They're not? I was imagining it.
No, they're like, oh.
He's like, oh god, here we go. I'm just thinking,
oh no, one of them says that, then the other one goes, no, I really like Kid A.
I think the robot who plays this shit on the piano is definitely the guy who like acts as though he's like protesting when he sits there. You know, it's like, oh, I couldn't possibly. You know, every time he walks into a room,
this is
there's
a robot
piano,
playing it. I thought the piano would just come to life.
No, this is like a robot sitting down at the piano.
Oh, I see.
And he's just that fucking guy who's like, he's always got the guitar at the party, and he acts as though he's being pressured into playing it, but we all know he's fucking dying.
Oh, and then everyone just goes, here we go again.
So I'm pretty sure that's Westworld Season 2.
Yeah.
The first time that I'd seen one of these sorts of things was not on a piano, but it was someone who took the read-write heads of like a half dozen hard drives and actually made it play the vocal part of the Tom York part of a Radiohead song.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, you know, that's what will actually happen, is that shithead will start showing off on the piano, and then he'll just open his face, and 6 hard drives that come out that all just buzz around.
Yeah.
He'll remove the ghost.
It'll just be all of his weird servos and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll just be like his teeth. Like, it won't be like, it'll just be like...
Yeah.
Should we endorse?
Sure.
Nick, endorse.
Nick.
I'm going to endorse something from my childhood because I want to. And it's a product that anybody can buy, so I'm fine with that. I think most people enjoy, I could be wrong, but I think most people enjoy occasionally a good ice cream sundae. Am I right?
You're very correct.
Sure.
No one does it like that.
Yeah, no, I love them.
Okay.
Right.
I'll grant you this.
However, in my experience, when people think of like an ice cream sundae you're gonna make in your house, they think of like Hershey's chocolate sauce and just like shitty chocolate like product.
Okay.
Just like bad, gross chocolate.
So you're going to tell us a story from your artisanal childhood, apparently.
Artisanal Brecken.
Well, there was this place in Michigan called Saunders, which started out as kind of like a soda jerk kind of diner place where you could go and they would make stuff, but
What
they
is
also
a
had
soda
like,
jerk?
It's just, it's like a diner, but you kind of go up to a bar.
I think a soda
and then
jerk is
they-
a guy. I thought a soda jerk was a person who worked a soda fountain.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a shitty term. A
I thought it
soda
was the
jerk-
thing that you
Someone's-
jerked.
I thought that was the person who did that was
release the-
called that.
Oh.
Anyway,
I was trying to be legitimately.
Where did you grow up? You grew up in Michigan.
Yeah.
In California, we called them soda assholes.
Oh.
So,
I called them a piece of shit.
yeah. Soda shithead. is
Anyway,
what we called
there's
them- what we called them over here.
There was this store full of shitheads called Saunders. Anyway,
Oh, man, a soda jerk or soda jerker
I'm
is a
thinking of-
person, typically a youth, who operates the soda fountain in a drugstore.
okay, I was thinking of soda fountain.
Yes.
I meant to say soda fountain operated by a soda jerk, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's a kid.
Yeah.
And
Operated by a
doesn't know
soda
any better.
dipshit.
Yeah.
Operated by
anyway,
a worthless.
Worthless sack of soda shit. Operated by 2,000 pounds of spiders.
Oh, yeah.
So you were in this weird spider-themed
delicious.
establishment. They make a great phosphate.
No, yeah. Anyway, they make a lot of stuff, but now the company has basically been reduced to nothing, except that they still make a few products, and one of the things that they make
Spiders ate them all.
is yes. One of the few things they make is a hot fudge that you can buy on Amazon still. And it is absolutely delicious. They come in different flavors, but I would recommend just the straight up like milk chocolate. And then you have to do the vanilla ice cream with the Saunders hot fudge and Spanish peanuts, which you store in your freezer.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, is that like an origin of peanuts, or is that a preparation?
Oh, it's a
of
type
the
of peanut. It's a type of peanut, Spanish peanut.
Interesting. What
Yeah.
what differentiates it?
They have these little like red shells that you just leave them on the
You
peanut
eat
and you eat them. Yeah. Anyway, that's a combo that I fully endorse.
So vanilla ice cream.
yes.
Caramel something.
Hopefully a high quality vanilla
No
ice cream.
Caramel.
No. The
Sorry,
Saunders
did I
hot
make that up?
Saunders
Okay,
milk
okay.
chocolate hot fudge.
Okay, vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, which you heat up.
Saunders hot fudge, which we will link in the
Heat it.
description.
The
Heat it
fudge.
in some way.
Heated.
Either double boil it or
Yeah.
microwave it or whatever.
Spanish peanuts.
Yeah, and that's
it.
everything you
That's
need.
it.
That's a delicious
Triple.
dessert for you.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. We'll have links to that stuff in the podcast description. I am going to endorse.
Also, if you make that, send a picture in to questions that
Yeah.
important if true.
And Nick will judge it.
Dot
You know one thing, Nick,
whatever we are.
a thing I've observed that you're pretty good at is actually a thing that I always tell myself I'm going to do and basically never do, which is bothering to actually order specific regional foods. To your
I'm mostly
home.
doing that in the last year.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that occurred to me,
Yeah.
and now I've done it a couple of times.
Because
I'm just doing it.
you've ordered the Coney dogs.
Oh,
you've
yeah.
ordered the Coney Island style hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But the
The
Detroit,
sauce is the important thing there. Yeah.
You've ordered the brick cheese to make Detroit style pizza.
Mm-hmm.
What else have you? You've got, I feel
Oh,
like
I've had a few others. I'm gonna
Yeah.
hold on to them, Chris.
Oh, really? For
Yeah,
future endorsements?
Yeah, but,
Okay, I'm sorry.
For future lame
For
endorsements.
spoiling
For
your-
future lame Detroit,
Future-
locally
future
sourced
I didn't
Detroit.
think of anything else endorsements.
Basically.
Yeah. Not that I'm any better this week. I am going to endorse the cold shower capper. This.
What?
What was that?
It's like a real thing.
I just don't know.
I'm very afraid.
Well, I'm going to explain it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I read an article in the New York Times a little while ago about. I mean, they didn't call it this. That's my name for it. the
Oh,
cold
okay,
shower- cold
okay.
shower capper. So when you take a shower, what you do, you've taken your like nice steamy shower and you've done all your stuff in the shower, and then you flip the water
Oh, no.
to as
You made it
cold,
cold
as,
for a second.
as cold as it gets. Yeah, for like 2 minutes.
Well, that's too long.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really, really.
Why do you do
long.
this?
So the article posits like a really interesting kind of psychological framework for the cold shower capper,
Yeah.
which is that if you do this in the morning, forcing yourself to plunge yourself into this icy, shitty bath. It's like the article basically
It takes a year off your life.
The article makes the argument essentially that humans naturally, certainly myself included, are procrastinators by nature, and we will always it's hard for us to snap into just doing the thing. And if you start your day off by forcing yourself to just do the thing, even if it's something that is not like something you actually want to do, it will start you off on the correct foot of then, if you can turn this into a habit, you will train yourself to become much better at just doing the thing when you have to do the thing.
So how many cold showers, how many showers have been
walking
capped
across
cold?
I've probably done like a dozen of these so far.
Man.
It's fucking difficult.
Oh,
And
I took a
have
cold
not-
shower today for the first time in a long
Oh,
time
really?
because my hot water heater broke.
Oh, right.
And I haven't yet hugged it, but that is obviously...
That's why it broke. How did this not come up? We had a whole thing about a kid loving a hot water heater, and you didn't give yours enough love and reverence, and now it's fucking broke on you, and now all you've got is the cold shower capper. It's not even just the capper, it's the whole shower. And
I hate it.
Now look where you are.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, think about that.
Jesus.
Well, you're gonna have to, because all you're gonna do is take those cold showers.
Yeah.
Because you are too much of a little soda dipshit to go hug your hot water heater.
Please do not hug your hot water
It's
heater.
very hot. It's so hot.
Important if you're just not
I don't
condone
like
hugging
hugging
a
this.
hot water heater.
I read an article that says, don't procrastinate, just do the thing. And
The
you have to
scalding
go
hot
go there,
water
hug
heater
it.
capper. Like what?
I don't care.
Get out of the shower. Go down and hug your water heater. Burn your hands. It'll wake you
This
up.
is like the Marie Kondo. You know the Marie Kondo, like, sort of tidying up lady? You know, the lady who writes all the books about tidying up and, like, talking to your belongings and thanking them and seeing if they bring you joy. This is like how you bring joy to your life with your water heaters. You go and you give it a hug and you demonstrate, like, this brings me joy. And you sort of
And
like...
then it says, I love you, human.
I love boo man.
Except that actually, it says that by way of some bubbling sounds that sound like human speech.
Right.
Like, oh, it loves me. I love you.
Oh, it's playing a Radiohead song.
Yeah. And then it starts, things creep.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all the lights turn off and thousands of pounds of spiders begin to bubble out of the hot water heater.
They just come out of the walls where they live. They're not even in the heater.
So anyway...
They heard the shower say, or the heater say, I love you, and they responded.
What it thought it was talking, they were talking
They
to
heard
them.
it say,
Yeah.
there's 200 pounds of human meat out here.
Yeah. Everyone hears what they want to hear in the sonorous bubbling of the hot water heater.
That is also a robot.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been trying the cold shower capper. It's very difficult to do. I am actually I rarely make it 2 minutes. I've been timing myself by
Turning on your Quip toothbrush. Please say turn on your... Please.
Oh God, no! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
No, it's not.
I beg to differ.
One man lived his life entirely out of podcast advertisements and endorsements. Let's see how he turned out. How he turned out.
So that's my endorsement, the cold shower capper. Give it a shot. It's tough to turn it into a genuine habit, but I feel like if I can really turn it into a cornerstone of my life, maybe I'll somehow be a better person. That's if I could just, with these endorsements, if I can just continue, if I can just keep giving myself like one more carrot to reach to about like how I can improve myself, maybe eventually I'll get there, right, guys? All right, Jake, what do you have?
Hold on a sec. Let's see here. I'm leaving myself a note. Remind me in 4 weeks to ask Chris
God damn it!
how's the cold shower capper
God damn you, Jake.
Question mark.
God damn it!
I will remind you to ask Chris how's the cold shower capper going at 9 a.m. Tuesday, April 25th.
God damn it!
I mean, you already said on the air you're probably not going to keep it up, but I figured I want to check
But
in.
no one was ever going to keep me accountable either way. They were just going to forget.
Okay, I'm legitimately. If you're like, I own a house now, like like
Right.
with the simple plan, I've gotten something that you'll never have: stick-to-itiveness.
Yeah.
And a house.
I'm not going to rule it out, but I also would not expect the cold shower capper in 4 weeks to grant me homeownership.
We'll see.
I'm not.
You could be on the road, though. You could be on the road.
I'm gonna make sure I temper your expectations, dear listenership, for these endorsements.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, my ice cream sundae is really good.
speaking of tempered expectations for endorsements, what I would like to endorse is a podcast on the Idle Thumbs Network.
Oh, there you go. That's fine.
It is.
Yeah,
whatever. We have a new podcast out called Something True. It's a history storytelling podcast. It's there are 2 full episodes out by the time you're listening to this.
Yep.
And it's probably my favorite thing that we've put out on Idle Thumbs.
And we didn't even make it.
And we had nothing to do with it in a decade. It's our friend Duncan Fife wrote all these sort of just essays or just stories from history, from weird corners of history that time has forgotten. And our friend Alex, who has just a fantastic voice and is an amazing presenter, narrates them. They're only, probably 8 to 15 minutes long. Just super bite-sized stories that are so absurd, but secretly sort of heartwarming, and give you a little bit of they give you
and they're all true. It's we're really worth mentioning that.
Our show is called Important If True and Deals in Garbage. Their show has a very similar name, Something True, but their title does not lie to you.
Yeah.
I feel like their show, at its best, kind of ends up getting at the sort of sad, but sort of reassuring look at humanity that a Coen Brothers movie sometimes gets to, where it's just these people are pathetic, but they're trying their best and they're just getting by, even though it's a story like the first episode is the story about President Harding's dog, and President Harding's a shitty president, and all of his friends who he puts into office completely take advantage of him, and it's just a disaster. But America loves his dog, and then he starts writing magazine articles as his dog, and they're just this guy's attempt to try and have any feeling of control or peace with the fact that he just knows that he's a big piece of shit. And it's really funny and
it's very good. Yep.
Yeah.
That's Something True, and you can find it at somethingtrue.net.
Yeah.
It's a very good podcast. All right, well, that is our podcast this week. Thank you for joining us on Important If True. Our website, confusingly, is importantiftrue.com, and you can find links there to our iTunes page, our Google Play page, everything related to our site. You can send us email of your own to questions@importantiftrue.com. Anything on your mind, any questions you have, anything you've observed, all of that can go to questions@importantiftrue.com. And we will be back next week. For Idle Thumbs, I am Chris Remo.
I'm Nick Brecken.
I'm Jake Rodkin.
Stay spicy.
And cold.
What?
And freezing cold.
What are you talking about?
Well, you gotta cap it.
Talking about the cold
You get
shower
spicy.
capper.
Oh, stay spicy, but then be cold for 2 minutes so you can really face your day. We're an audience at a performance. Eat shit. Anyway, if that's not self-explanatory, I don't know what is. Enjoy this podcast.
Parappa, it's widescreen.
Okay, thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's like $15.
Peace.
$11 if you had PlayStation
Nope.
Plus.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah.
Thanks. See ya.
I can go over to menu and do this.
I'm not
No.
No, I'm not ready for what you were going to do.
All right, no. Let's take a look at Parappa.
After we discussed this on the podcast this week, I don't think I want to be here.
Look, I mean,
I don't want to sit here and listen to you say. Don't do this to Parappa.
I love Parappa the rapper. I advocate for this game whenever possible. I might even recommend that people buy it, but I can tell you that the game holds up super well after all these years.
It's Parappa.
What? Why is this? Oh.
It's Parappa.
Yeah, no, this is a fantastic game.
Start at the beginning.
All right.
What do you have against the beginning?
No, nothing. I just, I played into it a little bit.
It's Jet Baby.
It's Jet Baby. Yeah, these cutscenes look like maybe they came off a PS1 disc.
Maybe
it looks all right.
Maybe that's all they had.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe they didn't
That's
back
my
up.
guess. But
Maybe they didn't back up those 3D Studio files.
yeah,
Back in the day.
yeah. So some of this stuff, looks a little grainy here, but in game looks great.
That's what matters.
Yeah, let's get to it.
That's what I'm here for.
But yeah, this is, in terms of the menus and music and just how it performs and behaves and stuff. Yeah, no, that's
so good.
Look at how sharp Parappa looks. All this 1080p. I wonder if this does 4K. So, it's being that this game is from a different era, the CRT era. It didn't age well in its original form either because, like HD TVs and latency, like the timing windows are pretty tight. This seems like that they have maybe made some changes to that stuff to try to deal with it, but I still have run into some cases where I feel like I'm rapping fine and the game is not feeling me.
You're rapping cool.
I'm rapping cool, or at least rapping good. I never really got definitively great at rapping cool because it requires you to kind of do a little bit more than what they tell you to do. You're all kind of freestyling a little bit.
Yeah, okay, sure. It's been a while, actually, since I played Parappa.
Yeah.
Much as I like Parappa.
Yeah, I love Parappa. I like Parappa 2. A lot of people hated on Parappa 2. Not me. Not me, man. I'm Jeremy Lammy. I like Joe Chin here.
This might be the first rhythm game I ever played.
I'm sure that is the case for a lot of people.
I think that's true. I think it was this and the import copy of Bust a Move.
Sure.
That I got a hold of.
Yeah.
At one point.
Bust a Groove in the U.S.
Right. It was before that.
Yeah.
I was the only person I knew that had that game.
It's an awesome. Yeah.
Parappa and Atomic Playboy all day long.
Yes.
Wow. I need to become a hero too.
This is kind of a running theme in these cutscenes between the levels, and Parappa.
I mean, look, he's got to believe.
How could I possibly do that?
He has to believe.
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
He's just got it.
Welcome to the Fruits Dojo.
Master Head was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Require skills that are necessary for your goal. I shall give you my best. But first, let's see if you can challenge my record.
All right, how's this gonna go? Ready to see this. I'm sitting in front of like a 65-inch TV right now. God, this looks so good.
Yeah, doesn't it? Let's see how it does run through our capture gear in terms of can I actually play this? Okay. I think we're okay. The game doesn't really give you a lot of warning as to when your line's going to start, and I think that's something that, you go through the song one time, you know it, but Oh, see, what?
You were a little late on that one. I heard it. I gotta give it the game on that one. I can't remember. Does it kind of not matter what you do outside of the ones you have to do?
Well, that's how you rap cool.
Right, okay.
And I've never been particularly good at that aspect of the game. I used to be able to do it pretty reliably on this stage, and that's about it.
Now you're rapping.
Good job, Parappa. You can go on to the next stage now.
This is definitely Parappa.
Yeah, they put Parappa back out. It's it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you haven't seen it before, and I'm sure that there are plenty of people who haven't, that's how you play it. They say a line, you say a line, and the rhythms of the songs and the buttons you're asked to press get a little more challenging as you go.
Yeah.
And
I feel like maybe a lot more challenging. I don't know. It's been a while. I feel like I remember this game getting pretty hard. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you have the frog level?
I believe that is the third level.
I think that is level 3, isn't
yeah.
it? Damn it. That's a good one.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll play like the first 3 or 4 levels. There's like 6 stages, I think.
Yeah, it is a pretty short game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. The word fad.
It's a great day.
Yeah.
That was big in the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the beach.
Okay, sounds cool.
Don't we need a car to get anywhere?
Yeah. And a license, too.
No.
What's Messiah Masura up to these days?
That's the new
I don't know.
Still make games?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, the maximum speed is tuned up to 4.
Kind of want to find out now.
Yeah.
Does Nana Onshaw still exist?
I don't think it does. I feel like I looked this up at one point and tried to read up on. It was, Major Minor's Majestic March for the Wii.
Right. Wikipedia seems to think they're still around.
Yeah, could be.
Let's see. Wow. The first game was for the Pippin.
Yeah.
It's called Tune in Glue.
Sure.
Damn it, Joe Chin. Yeah.
Come on, girls. Sit up front with me.
Oh, Joe Chan, right.
Everybody, hold on.
Oh man. Nana Onshaw makes anime games now.
So everyone does.
Their last thing was
I make it.
Right, they made that game Haunt.
Okay.
That Connect game.
Yeah.
No, they're still around doing some stuff. Not a lot of music.
If I only had a car and a light.
Oh my god, I forgot that they did Vibber.
Yep.
I forgot that was them. Jeez.
How can I do that? Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
Oh, okay.
It's harder than you think it is. If you think you can handle it, try this rap.
Try this rap.
I'll try this rap.
I keep feeling like I should be able to remember all the words to this stuff. You get
Yeah.
that feeling?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you played these enough times?
Oh yeah.
Oops. All right.
Step on the brakes. Brakes. Step on the gas. No pause in between. Come on, let's jump. Step on the gas. Step on the brakes.
And if you get to rapping bad, rapping awful, the stage starts to change.
Does it? I forgot about that. Oh yeah, like stuff starts going wrong?
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's rap bad.
You forgot to close the door. Right. This game's good.
Yeah, so as we're weaving back and forth, music changes.
Yep.
Step on the pad, now turn to the right. Step on the step pad, now turn left.
Whoa. Horrifying word salad coming out of Rapp's mouth.
Do I know if we stop the car? You don't gotta do it again.
Yeah, you kind of can't maintain the calamity for that long, right?
Yeah, I think if you
You'll get like a few measures of bad before it's...
or if you keep doing, yeah, you eventually drop down to awful and eventually just straight up lose. So.
Is this a moose?
Yeah.
Why does she have fangs?
She just moves.
Really weird me out.
Moose fangs.
Got a moose with fangs.
Yeah, you know.
Step on the Step on the brakes.
I feel like sometimes what the game is looking for doesn't always sound best, timing-wise, and how you time these button presses. Like the words coming out of Rappa's mouth just sometimes don't. Yeah, this is. I do not have any trouble passing these stages at home. That's
Let me try.
all right. Let me see if I can pull myself out of here.
I thought you were dead.
Nah.
Okay. I thought you'd failed out.
Check and turn the signals to the right. Step on the gas, now turn to the right. Step on the pad, now turn to the right.
Yeah, that sucks. And I think one of the problems that this game had then that I think stands out a lot more now is that it's really bad at giving you feedback about what it is you're doing wrong. Since when you're playing right, the rapping doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
It's like hard to use that as a guide.
Whoa.
No, now.
Step on the gas.
Yeah, you almost can't look at the guide.
Well, see, so I actually feel opposite.
Step on the brakes.
Where you need to not listen to the music.
Step on the gas.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think you're right. Yeah, I kind of, man. This is not forgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember this game being super hard back in the day.
Step on the pad, now turn to the on the brakes.
Ooh.
Do I know why we stopped the car? And that's because
Nice.
Yeah, that's harder than I mean, I remember this game being very frustrating. It could be very frustrating.
And I remember
back then.
feeling the same way about the original game in that it was very much like you kind of had to look at the screen and not listen to the music. Because if you were hitting buttons in time to the music, which is how a rhythm game should work,
right?
That was not what the game was looking for. Hit X here. And then go down. And yeah, that's a bummer. I don't know. I think that was something that Parappa 2 maybe got a little bit better at, but you hear the cadence of the call, then you hit buttons in time for the response.
Right.
And even though you're kind of matching what the syllables of the call should be, that's not what the game is quite looking for. It just never.
Maybe you can only look at the visual guide.
That's kind of
I almost wonder if you muted the game if you would get a better score.
Yeah.
hi.
Parappa's got a ride.
That's right. The style of this game, the art and stuff, I just think it's fantastic.
Pretty good.
I always have felt that way. I always will.
Yeah. This is what is it? Rodney Greenblatt. Yeah.
This is really a lot of fun.
Is this like a random artist they hook up with for this?
Well, yeah, I don't. He's maybe a little more known in Japan. I think he's based out of New York now. I don't know if he always was, but he's done some other stuff. He had some other properties over there that kind of went and did some things.
That explains it.
I just can't remember the name of it now.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
The dog is way under that flower.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do a Lammy remaster.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah.
I didn't play Lammy as much as this.
I liked the Unchained Lammy is a good game. I liked the Parappa mode that unlocked that let you rap.
Did it have Parappa in it?
Yeah.
Man, I totally forgot about that.
I can't believe it. My dad's gonna bite me.
Oh, Parappa, I still have 59 more monthly installments to pay. What am I going to tell your mother? I hope you're ready to pay for everything.
I'm in trouble now. How am I gonna pay for this car?
Uh-oh.
How can I do that?
What if you were to believe?
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
Gotta knock over a liquor store.
So you want to sell goods at this flea market, eh? Here's a new one.
This might be the best level.
I'll tell you right now, the most important thing in selling goods here is not money, it's love. So if you want,
I say that having almost no recollection of what the last 3 levels are. After
There's
this.
the concert, there's the bathroom.
Okay. Yes, the bathroom, that's right.
And there's one more, I think. Sell that skunk. You're selling skunk at the flea market. With a reggae frog. Just putting that out there.
I'm working in the flea market so early. I've been working here since my mama was a baby. Just because the rhythm is slow, that don't mean that you can't flow.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. All you ever need is to be nice and friendly.
Man. I should not have taken a controller.
Yeah, it shouldn't be this. It shouldn't be difficult, but.
I will try to sell the cap like this.
I can sell a bubble cap like this.
I will try to sell the cap like this.
I'll never dream it.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
You got time to pull it out.
The skunk over here will bring you luck.
The skunk over here will bring you luck.
The pump over here comes with the truck.
The pump over here comes with the cup.
He's got a hell of a sales pitch.
Yeah. Knows all about bundling, you know.
the snow.
In the rain or in the snow. Got the funky flow.
In the rain or in the snow.
In the rain or in the snow.
Got the funky flow.
Got the funky flow.
All right,
Sure.
why not? What are the stars for?
That's the beats on the measure.
Okay.
Money, money, money is all you need. Money, money, money is all you need.
So where exactly do you freestyle? I don't remember. Like just anywhere?
You would kind of just hit additional buttons on the measure with what you were supposed to play, and then eventually, when you got to rap and cool, it's all just you hitting stuff.
Okay.
There's no guide. It's just you kind of
anything?
Yeah,
Like
you're just kind of fucking it up.
You don't even have to hit it on the beat.
No. Well, I mean, yeah. So if you do poorly at rap and cool, then eventually it drops you back down to good.
Okay.
So there is some kind of guide to that stuff. There are guides devoted to like. Here is specifically how to rap cool on this stage.
Here's how to min-max your rapping
that
cool.
I never really got into too much. You want me to?
Yeah, you can take back over, right?
Okay.
I think it's a lot shorter than I remember.
They're all pretty short.
I want to see the trophies for this.
All right, yeah.
I want to see what they added. Or how you make trophies out of a rapping game.
It's based on rapping cool, rapping good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I assumed. I was hoping they maybe got any creative with it.
Present, we need someone to buy a cake and someone to set up.
And how should we decide?
Well, how about John Kim?
Good idea.
Ready?
John, Kim,
Yay! I won! I'll be the setup producer.
all right, let's continue.
The bear likes to eat.
Yeah.
One more time. John, Kim,
I won! I'll be the rapper. And that means you have to get the cake, Parappa.
okay.
All right, everybody. Let's all do our jobs and get ready for tonight.
Getting the cake is easy. Anybody can.
Wait a minute. Hey, I got you this cake of your face.
Yeah.
Hey, you're this cake.
That's, whatever. People get designs on cake.
Eat yourself.
Damn it, Joe Chin.
I mean, he's got quite a chin. He's got hard to argue with that chin.
Sunny and I. A long relationship between a boy and a girl all depends on the foundation, you know. The second floor represents beauty. Being beautiful as she is, Sunny deserves all that's the right thing. The 40th floor represents love to make a mistake. The 40th floor represents love to make a mistake. And the 25th floor is just to keep going. Awesome relationship. The 42nd floor represents all the sights and sounds that Sunny and I will be experiencing in our glorious future. Well, enough for now. I shall explain everything.
I think maybe we need to slit Joe Chin's throat.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but...
Oh, fucking Joe Chin.
Man!
Oh, right, of course, the fucking cooking.
All right, Parappa, let's see you rap your way out of this one.
Birthday party without a cake is like a dance floor without me. Do you understand that?
what should I do? I'm in trouble now. What should I do? I'm almost out of money. I need a cake. Cheap. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a bummer that that's like the same sequence every single time too. Like all the background audio even cuts out. Like they almost just stitched it on at the end or something. Like there are things with this game that are kind of janky. Always were. And some of it I really love. Some of it I go like,
It was a different time.
It cuts me.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Although it is kind of crazy to think, like, what is this game, like 45 minutes long?
Sure, something like that.
And this was like a full price game, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think this game was $50. Oh, this is a good one. How did I forget this one? Notorious MIX.
Yeah. What?
For years, but don't ask me why. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
That doesn't matter. I mean, maybe it's kind of a stretch.
Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of my soul. Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of your soul. The other day, I was called a little turkey, but I'm a chicken, got it? Your beef jerky. Hold the cake in the oven for a while. Put the cake in the oven for a while. Leave it there, come on, clean the pie. Leave it there, come on, clean the pie. Put the cake in the oven for a while. Leave it there, come on, clean the pie. Leave it there, come on, clean the pie.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Forgot that she straight up just lays an egg when you lose.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
man. Part of me was going to suggest we just sit here and play through Parappa.
Yeah, that's probably the right move. Honestly.
I kind of just want to see the whole thing now.
About halfway through it. But
just,
I don't know. I don't know. See, that felt.
MIX the flour into the bowl.
That also felt right.
That sounded right.
Crack the egg into the bowl. MIX the flour into the bowl. MIX the flour into the bowl.
Well, okay, sure. Like, I don't know why that doesn't work. That seemed just.
Butter joins the bowl. Butter joins the bowl. We're making us a cake
Sure.
you've never seen before. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before.
That one, I'll grant you, did not sound right. But here, you give it a shot. I don't know what the fuck I'm even doing wrong.
I am half tempted to ask Jason to mute the gameplay in our headphones and see if just going by the visuals actually makes it easier. That might.
All right.
Oh God! I know.
All right,
fine.
okay, we can no longer hear the game.
All right, let's see what happens.
We'll make a cake today that looks rich. Crack, crack, crack the egg. Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
That was bad.
MIX the flour into the bowl. Crack, crack the egg into the bowl. Crack, crack, crack the egg in the bowl.
Which,
No, that one was good.
MIX the flour into the bowl. Baking a cake, yes, means you gotta try. This for years, but don't ask me why. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before. Heat up the oven, now we're on a roll. Heat up the oven, now we on the roll. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Right?
Yeah, all right.
Of my soul. Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of your soul. The other day, I was called a little turkey, but I'm a chicken, got it? Your beef jerky. Put the cake in the oven for a while. Put the cake in the oven for a while. Leave it there, come on, clean the pie. Leave it there, come on, clean the pie.
all right, experiment over.
All right.
Try it one more time with the music. If we literally can't beat this stage, then I guess we will stop here. I really wanted to see that bathroom sequence.
Yeah.
I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and rich. We'll make a cake today that looks rich. Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
MIX the flour into the bowl.
MIX the flour into the bowl. Crack,
That sounded.
Yeah.
crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Dude,
MIX the flour
no idea.
MIX the flour into the bowl. Baking a cake, yes, means you gotta try. I'm doing this for years, but don't ask me why. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. Butter, butter, butter joins the bowl. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before. We're making us a cake that you've never seen before. Heat up the oven, now we're on a roll. Heat up the oven, now we on a roll. Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of my soul. Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of your soul.
I give up.
Let me try one more time here. But yeah, it's like I said, it's bad feedback about how you're doing.
Yeah.
And maybe these latency windows are still a little too tight for modern TVs because, like, you know, our capture setup does add some latency, but not in an out of control fashion.
I don't remember. I remember this game being very unforgiving back in the day.
It was
on a CRT.
Yeah, and it was the same issue of just like I felt like I nailed that, and it sounded better than then sometimes you get it right and it sounds like shit, and it's frustrating. I don't know.
We'll make a cake today that looks rich.
It was a little easier to overlook that stuff then, though.
Yeah.
Crack the egg into the bowl.
MHXX the flour into the bowl.
MHXX the flour into the bowl.
Crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack the egg into the bowl.
MHXX the flour into the bowl.
MHXX the flour into the bowl.
Baking a cake, yes, means you gotta try. I'm doing this for years.
I'm kind of deliberately hitting it late now.
Yeah, I missed one specifically when we had the sound off. Like, I could very much tell I had hit it at the wrong time, and it totally gave it to me.
Make us a cake that you've never seen before.
Which makes me wonder if there's something else to this. Like maybe slavishly hitting the prompts exactly in the right time isn't what they're looking for? I don't know what else there would be.
Yeah.
Leave it there. Come on, clean the pie. Put the cake in the oven for a while. Leave it there. Come on, clean the pie.
Sure, why not? I have no fucking idea.
This makes me wonder if they should have, like,
I wish it had calibration or something that was like a little more
maybe
like definitive in terms of like, hey, you're definitely set up right.
I mean more like they should have dug into the game logic and made this play more like a modern rhythm game should. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
And like have a classic mode for the original timings or something if you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, Vib Ribbon. Wow.
What if they put out Vib Ribbon?
This manual for this game, this manual for this PlayStation game says Nintendo DS in it.
Forget all that. What if they put out a Vib Ribbon? What if they remaster? Do they own? Who can make this happen? What if they Vib Ribbon?
Sony Music Entertainment put that game out.
Huh. So it might be possible. So, man,
Oh, Thunder Bunny. That's what I was thinking about.
Okay. Actually, could you even do Vib Ribbon on PS4? Doesn't that thing still like lack? Doesn't it still lack audio CD support?
You know, Spotify. We're good with Spotify.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The pattern is yes. Colors and shapes. You must be able to hear the music. Okay. You must help Parappa rap. Turn up this multiple pages devoted to telling you that you should be able to hear them. I'm kind of curious just to see if there's anything in here that, if you're having a hard time beating the game, study it. Like the practice thing looks like a calibration thing, but it doesn't seem like it actually is. Parappa will challenge anything to a rap. Talking Onion? He doesn't give a fuck. Okay, yeah. Push the, yeah. Leave your chin.
Nope.
Yeah, no, just follow the pattern rhythm. Match the timing. But like match the timing doesn't seem like it works all the time. Even if you think you're using perfect timing as possible, you may be really missing the beat. Okay, that's... Yeah. Yeah, use the directional buttons to do stuff.
Oh, right, I forgot about
To
that.
kind of make it repeat words the way you want or whatever, yeah. You can rap wherever and whenever you want.
Headphones let you play with superior sound.
And will heighten the fun. What makes an amazing rap? A bad rap makes a weird song. Yeah, I mean, you can turn on, we turn on vibration.
Okay, go back. Yeah, right here. Some weird voice credits.
Yeah.
Bunch of first names. Trophies.
We'll turn on see the beat and feel the beat. And,
oh. Is that new?
Yeah, I don't think the game originally had DualShock support. But I guess I don't remember.
Wait, you've lost me. What are we talking about?
Shit. God damn it. Fucking new game. See the beat and feel the beat.
Yeah, what is that?
Feel the beat is controller vibration in tempo with the music.
Right.
So
I was thinking analog sticks. I was like, what do analog sticks have to do with this? I forgot that that's also when they added the rumble.
Yeah.
But what is the see the beat? Is the one?
I don't know.
It's new.
I got it turned on here, so we'll see. I meant to continue, but. What if it's a new game if it's not counting that I finished these stages yet, or maybe I'm just not cool enough?
I'm not seeing any difference at all here. Whoa. Settle down.
Did not like that one. Well, let's just show you the trophies and call it. All right. Yeah, so, it's like do the practice mode, finish the stages, get a good rating on the stages, get a cool rating on the stages.
Okay.
And that's nothing that for each stage.
Nothing very creative then?
No, not a ton of stuff. I mean, that's an unlockable thing based on getting cool on every stage. Clear on easy. Yeah, do all the secret stuff.
Okay, this is not especially.
No, yeah, don't miss any. And then go from awful to cool.
Okay.
Nothing too.
Pretty much the most predictable.
Yeah,
trophies you could have.
It's all right. It's fine.
Here we go now. Kick, punch, block. Kick, punch, block, kick.
Whoa. What are the secrets? I don't.
If you hold up on the D-pad, you'll get like some stuff that'll just kind of happen along the way. This vibrating controller is not really helping, really.
What is it vibrating on?
Mostly on the beat, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's vibrating in time to the button presses, or like when the master is rapping. Like it feels like it's maybe vibrating in terms of that. I don't know. It's not. I don't know. Anyway, that's this remastered Parappa the Rapper thing. I like Parappa.
Yeah.
I have a list of things that I think have aged really poorly with this game that this game doesn't necessarily address, but that's not what it is.
Man, this looks good though.
Yeah, it's a high-res version of Parappa the Rapper and that inherently has some value.
Yeah.
But I think
it's kind of hard to play.
Yeah. I wish the game was just a little more playable, and you know, like I said, feedback about what you're doing wrong would have been huge then, and would have been great now.
Yes.
So I guess ultimately I would have liked to have seen them maybe do a little bit more to the game.
Sure.
In bringing it to PS4, but
yeah, something to make it more playable would have been.
Yeah.
That said, not just nice, but maybe essential.
Yeah, happy to own it.
Yeah.
As a Parappa fan, but that's maybe all I could say.
All right then.
Thanks, Brad. Storm is back, Brad.
Has it been that long?
6 years, maybe 5, 7. Something. It's
okay.
It's kind of been a while.
We were in a different office when this came out. I guess I can say that.
So this was a 360 and PS3 release, PC as well. They've remastered it. Gearbox has published it, and it's a. By it runs well. It's
kind of the same game.
It's kind of the same game.
Better frame rate.
Yeah, and
some pretty fast load.
And also, just before we get going here, this is an interesting game.
Okay.
I think before it came out.
You mean the original game or this release?
And also there hasn't been a whole lot like it. We looked at that. Oh man, I can't remember the name.
Oh God, yeah.
Anyway, there was
on the tip of my tongue. Desync.
Desync, yeah.
Something like that.
And that had a similar kind of concept to it.
Yeah.
But there haven't really been a lot of games that took inspiration from the skill shot system.
Not a lot of games that let you kill with skill.
Yeah, in Bulletstorm. It's a very cursy game, and I think it got a lot of shit for that.
Yeah.
Especially prior to release, because all the interviews they were doing about it, I remember being just super dumb.
Were they cursing in the style of the game?
Kinda.
In the interviews?
Yeah, kinda.
Well, Dick Tits, I'm glad you asked.
Not quite. Yeah, not quite like that. So.
Oh, the leash, right?
Yeah. So yeah, but that's you have this leash. I don't have that many weapons here.
I got halfway through this game when it came out, and I always meant to go back and finish it.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It is pretty cool. So it's based on skill shots. It's how you kill, and they give you points based on that. Then use those points to buy upgrades for your weapons. So these are all skill shots, kill an airborne enemy the second you have them in your sights, or kick an enemy and then shoot them in midair. So that's kind of your tool set is the leash, which you use to pull things back at you. You can upgrade the leash to do other stuff too. A kick, and then you can run, but you can also slide. And if you slide into an enemy, you can kind of sub-zero slide them and kick into them and pop them up in the air and all that stuff. So you kind of use those different things to
do cool stuff.
And it's a nice looking game.
Yeah, this doesn't look so bad.
This is, this originally came out when People Can Fly was owned by Epic.
Right.
And they published it, and you're like, oh man, Unreal Engine doing it.
Yep.
And then, things have slightly changed. So publishing wise, and People Can Fly is kind of back on their own now.
Yes.
And now Gearbox is putting this out, but the story is that I'm kind of this Wolverine-looking guy who's a drunken space pirate, and most of my crew is dead except for this guy, who.
There's the rest of your crew.
He's all that's left, and he's half robot now because I made some bad decisions. So, we can just leash somebody over here, and then kick him back, and then shoot him. And that was 10
points.
That was only 10 points because I did not hit him before he hit the ground, I think. So that was a bullet kick, bullet slide, plus a headshot.
It's kind of funny to see some of these guys who have guns still run right up to you.
Yeah.
Because they have to get in range so you can do your cool melee stuff.
Right.
Find a bar someplace.
But I mean, obviously, at least it has a very different feel from most shooters, where guys just sit behind cover.
Definitely, yeah, and
take pot shots at you.
Yeah, you know, it's a much more active game, and also the controls are pretty different from what you think of as kind of the common shooter controls now. Like X is run.
Oh.
And double tapping X is for the slide and stuff. You can change that to be more like, you know, Call of Duty or whatever, but that's. It actually makes it harder to do some of the moves you're trying to do. So the controls make sense for this game. Slide into them, pop them up. So that was a new one. And, oh geez, I should buy some charges for this thing. Oh, most of the weapons have alt fires. Oh, that's right, there's a drop. Okay, we can unlock the charge shot for this. Launches a rocket-propelled flare. Sure.
Is that an alt fire?
Yeah. Buy some charges for that. Buy some charges for this. I think the problem I ran into playing this game the first time is that I was very stingy with the skill points because I wanted to buy upgrades. So I never spent money on the alt fire ammo. And so I didn't use them very often. And that's a shame because they're mostly pretty good.
I played this game on the PC, which was exceptionally easy to edit INI files on.
Oh,
sure. To give yourself whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, it was pretty awesome because I started a game on very hard to get the very hard achievement, and then you could go in and tweak the
make very hard easy.
The difficulty was just an item. It was really dumb.
Find this broad and get a jump ship home.
Wait. Oh, you might get like a skill point for kicking the robot or something.
Nope, that's just fun for me.
Kicking a robot is its own reward.
Yeah.
Oh no, there you go.
There you go. Okay.
Are you ready?
So that's the alt fire.
Oh God, right. I remember those Mortal Kombat fatality looking death animations.
Do what you do best and ruin a party.
That's what's that guy's name? Liam Brian?
Ishii. Oh wait, which
the voice actor.
Voice actor, I have no idea.
I might be thinking of a different guy. It's a well-known video game voice actor. Do they incentivize you to do ones that you have not done before? Like, do you get
you get more points for the first time you've done one, and then also, you know, there's some. Wait. You want me to go? Oh wait, no. I'm trying to get you to go this way. Okay, let's get over here. Let's do that. Okay, that should do it. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, you know, they give you, I think they give you double points for the first time you do one. I'm not positive. But, you know, also you kind of want to fill out your list. You know, the whole point is to kind of get all these things.
Sure.
And they come up with dumb names for them. What do we got here? Oh,
kill an enemy by shooting him in the ass.
Yeah. It's that kind of game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, there's a good variety to the things they want you to do, and just the concept of the skill shots. Well, there was no skill involved in me just shooting that guy.
Wait, was that it? There it is.
Kill enemy while drunk on nom juice.
Besides the elephant in the room, which I'm sure we'll get to, have they done much to this?
No,
besides make it look a little bit better.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Pretty much the same game.
Yeah, it's got the multiplayer. It's got the Echoes mode. It's got the stuff from.
You disgust me.
Also, yeah, as all the things you did at the beginning of the game that were wrong were because you were fucking hammered. He is not really thrilled with this idea of just
continuing to drink.
Continuing to drink here.
But you appear to be racking up something. for doing so.
Yeah.
Like, is that basically just a collectible drinking?
Probably. I mean, that's
so 2 out of 20.
Those all might just be in this room, though.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
What the fuck?
Gotta fight this boss drunk. Oh, adrenaline will sober you right up.
Yeah.
Burn, freaky burn!
Ugh, can't kick the boss guy, right?
Ladies' night is brutal here.
All right, what do we got here? That guy. You know, they went and licensed Disco Inferno.
As one does.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I honestly, like, the way they talked about this game prior to release, it just made it sound like the fucking worst thing ever.
Yep.
And then it came in and was like, oh, actually, this is pretty good. It's a shame that they were just so lame about how they were talking about it. Because, boy, this game deserved better than that. And I always thought that, you know, like, they left the story, like, by the end of it, I was like, oh, actually, you know, I would like to see more from these characters.
Yeah.
And they have not made a sequel, so, like, I don't know, like, now that they're kind of bringing it back out, reminding people that it exists, you know, maybe this will end up leading to another one, which I would still be into, because these mechanics have not necessarily been exploited by too many other games.
Capitalized upon. What's the Gearbox connection? I mean,
they published it.
They didn't buy this IP, did they?
No, I don't think so.
Did they do this work?
No, people. I mean, the People Can Fly logo is still on it and stuff. I think it's them. So I mean, it just is listed as Gearbox Publishing.
Okay.
So I imagine it's just they had an opportunity to put this out, and as such, they did so.
And they made their own unique contribution.
Yes. Yeah. Which why don't we?
Have you tried that yet?
I have not. So we'll go into that cold and see what's up. It's like a pre-order bonus, or they're selling it separately or something. So. We just got it, the access to that other part of it, just like yesterday, so I have not checked it out. It's going to be here and stop. Waiting for it to pop up to check. Okay, drop. That'll half the service. Okay. All right. More to pay now, but should be okay. The multiplayer, if I remember correctly, is kind of a horde mode sort of thing. And Echoes is like segments of the campaign kind of chopped up for high score. So yeah, you can play the campaign as Duke Nukem, which doesn't necessarily sound super appealing. Like I said, by the end of this game, I actually thought that the main character and the characters around him were interesting.
Yeah. You can't shut Duke up.
That's right.
Ass and chew bubble gum. All let it go.
Wait a minute. Oh, so you just toggle that on?
Oh, I see.
Huh.
Well, now I kind of want to start from scratch and see how they handle all this story, because the beginning of the game is pretty story heavy.
Yeah, let's see what they did there. Yes.
We're gonna see what changes Duke makes to the story bits. Just replace the model and have John Beat script.
Calm down. You got this all wrong. Just listen to me.
Here, have another drink, Gray. Who? I'm Duke Nukem.
What is with this blown out microphone? Like, or this at a gas station?
Sounded really weird.
Challenge yourself. It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. But I don't even know who
Wait, is that the joke? That he's been transplanted into this other game and he is aware of it?
I have no idea.
Considering the other characters are addressing him as the main character of Bulletstorm?
Right, they didn't re-record any of that other dialogue.
So yeah, is that going to be a running joke?
you worth a $500 million per. Doubled after you raided that Confederate supply liner. Serrano himself put up the mark. $500 million? Not bad.
So all this other VO is
Yeah, this is
identical.
identical. Yeah.
Yeah, but you tried to kill us, see? Telling us why doesn't earn you a reprieve.
They're really weird.
Third bounty hunter this week. Rano was stroking one hell of a murder boner, man.
Make a boner joke, but I don't even know where I am.
Wow, this seems bad.
This is strange.
Like the idea that like they just dropped in a bunch of new lines, so like no one's gonna react to any of his shit directly.
Right. Nobody's ever going to acknowledge that we beat Nukem. Maybe somebody does.
Yeah, maybe there's one character that they got back in.
Like, what's the sidekick's name? Ishi. Like maybe he?
Cocksucker.
I think that might actually be the same line from the main game.
The actual character.
Yeah.
Damn it. Stupid bounty hunter.
Yeah, I think that is the same style.
Don't delegate important things.
Yeah.
Intoxicating.
Now they just kind of have him reading lines from the.
Is it just any old thing you touch crumbles into dog shit?
Your mom's it.
This is the same
Same script?
Yeah.
Guess I know how the old gal got that one.
I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand what it is. What I mean is I don't know that I get the impetus behind this. Seems like a strangely conceived thing.
Yeah.
You would. Don't step on something.
I'll deal with it my way.
I was kind of hoping or assuming that they had sort of like maybe not rewritten the entire game, but enough of it.
Yeah, to where it would be like, hey, here's like a meaningful
integrate Duke Nukem into the story in some kind of clever way, as opposed to oh yeah, okay, I guess that joke is going to keep coming up there.
Right.
So you do not automatically get this Nukem stuff.
No.
If you buy this.
No.
What's the price of just the thing?
50? Really? It might be full. I think it's a full price product, or close to it. I don't actually know.
Well, either way.
Daddy's here.
Seems like you could skip this part. Just play regular Bulletstorm.
Yeah, this doesn't seem. And like I said, it's something they're going to sell separately. I think if you don't pre-order.
That's what I mean.
So,
like regular Bulletstorm's pretty good.
yeah.
I'm getting us out of here.
Maybe just stick to that.
Warping to a dark matter field. Try and lay low until.
Going anywhere. Running is for pussies. Should have stayed in bed, shit eater. Christmas came early, kiddos. And my boots got
Like this dialogue is slightly different because it's not. It's kind of not.
We're with you, Granny.
Theoretically, if
Rano hung us all out to dry.
Yeah, well, I ain't dry no more.
You're drunk. Again. We won't last 15 seconds.
Stamina's not a problem.
I honor my oath to serve.
yeah, like they're just trying to write jokes around the existing script,
I will not die for your revenge.
which is like a fun thought experiment, I guess. But
Even Duke isn't responding to the gray stuff anymore.
yeah. But like some of this stuff, you know, since he theoretically Duke Nukem wouldn't.
Then fire.
Since he wouldn't know who any of these characters are,
Yeah.
like his motivations
On my bounty.
are somehow even more flimsy than the fucking main character. This is weird because you think about Duke Nukem as being like this fucking boorish character that never learns a damn thing, but like there's an arc to the main character in this game where he kind of like he's still a drunken fucking idiot space pirate, but he gets his shit together along the way enough to be effective. And is like very apologetic in a couple of spots in ways that like I certainly would not expect a Duke Nukem style character to be. But hey, they own the Duke Nukem IP, and
by God, they're going to use it.
Might as well do something with it.
Okay.
I feel like if a full new Duke Nukem game was in production, it would have heard about it by now. I don't know what else they could be doing. 3. No. I mean, I was gonna say what else they could be doing with Duke specifically.
Right.
Besides this, gotta be something, right? Or maybe Randy Pitchford just really wanted to own the Duke Nukem IP.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's just that close to his heart, and he just wanted it. Maybe they didn't have like grand ambitions to make a big sequel.
Yeah, so maybe that's how they'll play it, is like with him not having any connection to these characters, like the moments where like the lead character would be like slightly apologetic, but like, oh, this guy that I've worked with for years is now fucked up in front of me, like, whatever. Yeah, I'm Duke Nukem. That seems pretty lame. Play a little bit of this flashback sequence, kind of hear more of this story stuff. It's even a weirder concept of now, here's this flashback sequence. Right after, but you're still Duke Nukem, I guess?
Sure. Yeah. Right after in the intro, he was acting like he had no idea where he was or who he was, or what was going on.
One should take no joy in killing. We are soldiers, not assassins. So what? You just maybe need like a softer title, Ishi? Is that it? How about disagreeable person's disposal unit?
Fuck me running.
No, but if I was gonna, this would be the place to do. Why don't we call downstairs? Let them know we're on our way. Send them our itinerary.
Yeah, it's like they just tried to throw in some dialogue that vaguely fits the rest of the script, but that's dumb. I mean, I guess doing anything other than that would be way harder and way more expensive. Well, at some point, this just seems like...
Well, that's the thing. I mean, how much is this add-on, do you know? I don't. Surely it's not more than like $10. But yeah, I mean, like going out and getting all the old voice actors to record a bunch of new dialogue.
For this remastered thing.
Well, specifically for an add-on that I assume isn't going to cost that much.
Right. Yeah.
Probably doesn't make a lot of financial sense.
Yeah.
But then at that point, maybe you just kind of question why you're doing this in the first
Maybe
place.
It felt like they had to put something in there.
Computer, whatever. Who are you?
Don't sweat it, boss. We're on schedule.
Hey, I told you to blow that up, not look up the Wholesome Twins. What are we doing here? What am I looking?
Actually, I kind of like the idea that everybody is just completely ignoring Duke like in all of this.
Like, shut up, dumbass.
Like, everybody's just like treating him like he's not there half the time.
Hey, douche canoe, what the?
You calling me for, ass-maggot? Are you calling me from the job site? You ignorant piece of
Shut the fuck up. I'm not even supposed to be in this flashback, and you've got me killing innocents?
What is up with the lip sync?
They sent along a note saying that was something they were aware of.
Okay.
Specifically with the Duke Nukem stuff. So it's probably lip syncing to the original script or something weird like that.
These guys, they were killing bad motherfuckers. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I lied. So what?
Who did we just kill? This guy.
Held in criminal
against you, sloppy shitheads. You killed him to cover up what you do.
And what exactly do we do?
You serve proudly at the pleasure of a general of this confederation that you love with such a fervor you would gleefully sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm kind of baffled by the whole thing, honestly. It's just such a really fucking...
The Duke thing, specifically? Yeah.
Like, there's probably, like, I'm sure that they have some fun with it along the way.
Yeah.
Like, him acknowledging that he's not even supposed to be in this flashback. Or whatever. Like,
yeah, that's...
But, like, so much of it is...
got some promise.
Hey, man, what the fuck? That was a giant group decision you just made for us.
What do you...